if you win on Sunday, 14 points ahead of Liverpool. It's almost a chance to almost knock them out of contention, isn't it?
Well, I don't know. You've seen a lot of turnovers in this league, and we are making assumptions to do that and to be 14 points clear of them, we have to beat them, and that's going to be a difficult thing to do, and we are really willing to try.
Obviously, a bit of an incentive to open up.
100%, of course. The moment that you get momentum and you are in a good run and you can leave opponents as far as possible, psychologically as well, is really important.
Arsenal's record against Liverpool recently hasn't been great, but I think you touched on it last night. Have players like Jesus and Zinchenko brought a bit of a different mentality coming into these, particularly into these games against the big teams?
Yeah, and that's the next step, and obviously winning against those teams requires yourself individually as a team to be at your best, and as well that level of belief and probably the positive experiences that you had against them to raise that belief, and we've got players now that they've been participating in those matches.
Can I just ask you briefly about William Saliba? Is he as calm off the pitch as he appears to be on the pitch? To be
fair, yes. On his case, it's pretty similar, yes.
Has he surprised you at how quickly he's adapted to, after in his first season in the Premier League?
Yes, I was straight away really impressed the first few days after he got back in pre-season, and we could see how much he developed, but obviously to put from training session or friendly matches into this league, that's a completely different task, and get credit to the boy the way he's been handling that situation.
Was there a doubt when he first joined up in summer, was there any doubt that he would be staying here this season?
No.
So you knew straight away?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll follow up on the Saliba. How close is he to a new deal? Or is he close?
I don't know. Whenever we have something to announce, we will.
Can I just ask, on the belief, can you really truly get the highest level of belief without taking a big scalp, which perhaps there hasn't been that?
Well, I think to win those matches, you really need to believe you can go there and win and compete against those teams. You don't have that component, then you have fear, and fear is the worst enemy, especially against the top teams, because this is what they use a lot of time just to win football matches, and you cannot go with any of that into Sunday's games. The same as we didn't do when we played Spurs a week ago.
So did you sense that sort of fear in the sort of Man City game last year or the Man United game this year, but you didn't quite get over the line?
No, it's not fear, but sometimes how you respond. And obviously against Man City, there were two very different games. One that we played 70 minutes with 10 men and we were 2-0 down already, or the game that we played at home and we were on top of the game, and then we play with 10 men and we end up losing the game. I think the boys believe that we can play at that level, and it's going to require to play at that level to beat Liverpool.
I know George mentioned Arsene, and you mentioned a few months ago about he was welcome to come back here. Has that got forward at all?
Who?
Arsene. You said about he's welcome to come back. Is there a date?
He's more than welcome to come back.
But there hasn't been any progress.
We are trying, believe me.
Okay, go 10:30 Saturday. Tom?